happy Friday afternoon to everybody. What a different Friday afternoon we're having at the moment. No pubs, no places to go, not that that's the be all and end all of life, but it is fairly traditional for most of us to be, not most of us, but a lot of people to get together in the afternoon on a Friday and have a couple of drinks and celebrate before going home. I know that's how they do it in the city. So hello and welcome. I'm Katie Gordon and I'm Dietless Living, and I'm committed to doing live broadcasts now every Monday, Wednesday and Friday for the foreseeable future, until there's some stability back in our world at the very least, because I was racking my brain and trying to think, what is it that I can do to contribute to people, to the community. And Dietless Living is all about creating emotional stability, mental flexibility, so that we can have behavioural flexibility. So that's my area of expertise, and I thought at this particular junction in life, that's what I can contribute to people, that we can have ways to, tips and hints on how to. Hello Mara Chris, how you going? Hello Dilsa, nice to see you. So what we can do to create some emotional stability, excuse me, mental flexibility and behavioural flexibility, so that we can still reach the outcomes that we want to reach and make new plans as new things become available to us. So there's a lot bandied about leadership, and I really want to talk to you a lot about leadership today, because in this particular time, and any time where there's a crisis or a catastrophe or just something that's challenging, and that may just be day-to-day life, we need leaders. So it's really important to understand what a leader is. There's a lot of confusion, I think, about what a real leader does. There's, the stand up and lead from the front motto, and there's the get up in front of the crowd and lead from the stage. There's move the people, get everyone moving in the direction, and there's like these bigger, grander concepts of leading. But really all leading is having the ability to have empathy for where people are at, and to be able to express that empathy and understanding to them, that you really do have a heartfelt understanding of what they're going through. You don't have sympathy is a different thing. Empathy is really understanding, and you do that through listening, to be able to then help that person have a new point of view that is really helpful to them. So obviously some people do that en masse, to big crowds, to countries. But I think for you and me, it really is about how to lead the one or two people that we're in touch with all the time, or the 20 or 30, or the one person that we're standing there talking to at any given moment. It might be, I'd say, the person in the shop, but we're not seeing many people in the shop. But having said that, we've still got all the frontline workers in supermarkets and service station, and every supermarket person I speak to when I'm getting my few groceries, how was your day? Have you had all the good customers? And mostly, yes, everything's okay going on. And then when they have to tell me, oh, I'm sorry, you've picked too many of these items, you can only have 2 of these things. And when I go, oh, sorry, sorry, I didn't know, and just pick the 2 that I want, and they always say thank you, because they've actually copped quite a lot of abuse from people who get really cranky at the messenger. So leadership is about having empathy for that person behind the counter and understanding that they're actually having a bit of a tough time. Hi Joe, how you going? Nice to see you. How's the study today? Having that empathy for what that person's going through. And we have that with our kids. They're all, even though a lot of the kids aren't at school at the moment and probably rejoicing gleefully in that circumstances, it's still underlying for them unsettling, because they do know that they're supposed to be at school and they do know there's a bigger picture problem happening around them. Whether they fully understand it because they're watching the news or they're listening to the conversations of the adult, depending on the age of the children. Some kids have a real concept of it and others don't. It's how to lead them to accept what's happening, understand what's happening, and how to be able to do that. You have to understand how they're feeling. You have to get a bit of a connection going on so that you can feel where they're at. And I can guarantee you that there's not one person who is walking around without some degree of unease in their tummy. Even the people who feel that they're not actually being affected because they still have work, or that hasn't changed their life much. My life hasn't changed that much, but I still have a degree of uncertainty because there's a bigger world impact. It's going to impact all of us at some stage. To the degree, it's different, but we all have little unease because there's so much going on. So leadership is how to have empathy for other people. It's not a big thing. You've just got to listen and ask questions if you're not sure. Feel where they're at. Show them understanding. And if possible, turn the perspective around if you can and help them see the thing that they can't see. Because the problem with where we're at, and any time where we're feeling challenged, we get very laser focused in on the problem. Really just focus in, and our brain says just focus here, and it leaves us with tunnel vision. We can't see all the things. We're like the horses with the blinkers on. We can't see the wider perspectives. We miss opportunities. We can't see solutions. So leadership is really helping people to see those solutions, to be able to take those blinkers off so they can see the wider picture. Let me read the comments. Don't talk about study. Okay. Well, I will talk about the study with you later, Joe. Empathy. Yes, we have to have it these days for everybody, for ourselves and for everyone. And that's really all leadership is. It's a very simple thing. It's how to just have that common understanding with somebody. What does Jim Rohn say? He says the objective of leadership is to help those who are doing poorly to do well, and those who are doing well to do better. So I think that sums it up really beautifully, what leadership is all about. And what can you do? What can you do now? Who are you in touch with? Is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it the people on Facebook? Is it, I don't know, who are you in touch with? We're all in touch with hundreds of people, really, or we could be. The other nice thing to do at this particular time is to go through your phone and start sending out messages to everyone. How are you? What's happening? Are you going okay? How are you being affected by this situation? And just check in with everyone. I started doing that the other day on Monday when I said, hey, this is what we should do. This is what I'm going to do. When I started to do that, and it's so lovely because so many people have messaged back. I've only gotten through about 20 people so far. I've got more to go. I've got like 600 contacts in my phone. So I'm doing a bit of clean out. But people have come back and said, thank you so much for checking in with me, because that's what we want. We want people to recognize that we exist and that we might be feeling some hardship. We want people to check in with us. So do that. Check in with everybody on your phone. Check in with your friends on Facebook. Just not one post. I mean, we don't know everyone, but I'm systematically going through the 3,000 plus connections I have on LinkedIn, because I'm connected there for a reason. And even though I don't know those people individually, I'm sending them a message. And I'm just saying, hi, how you going? I don't really know you, but I want you to know that I know this situation is affecting you. Everyone on LinkedIn is business people. So we need to just check in with everyone. Sorry, an itchy nose. So what can you do? So where are you at emotionally and mentally yourself? Acknowledge that in yourself and have that empathy for yourself, and check in with you. And then think about what it is that you can contribute to people, what it is that you have to give. We've all got a little bit of a special skill of some kind, and tap into that special skill, whatever it is. If it's making people laugh, do that. If it's like Jo, she makes people laugh. She's a beautiful, smiley, giggly person, and just seeing you, Joanne, always makes me feel happy. So when you send Snoopy pictures, Snoopy gifts and things like that, they make me happy, because I know that is inherently who you are. And that to me is an easy special gift that you can do for the people that you love. Dilsa, I know that you have a very infectious, beautiful, warm smile. Your eyes light up and you just give people the sense of calm and relaxation just by looking at them and smiling. So that is a beautiful gift. You both have many, many, many more gifts than that, but that is the simple basics of an easy gift to give to people. You smile, you laugh, your warmth, your connection. That's all we want at the moment, is that warmth and connection. That's leadership right there. Being able to warmly connect with someone and buoy them up a bit. That's what we want. What else can you do? So maybe, I'm trying to think, what else can you do? Well, Christy Hine said it best, didn't she? Some things are lost and some things are found. So part of leadership is to help people understand what is lost, but have a look and see what can be found, because there really can always be something found. There's always, for every war and destruction, something new grows. For every tree that falls in the forest and rots and decays, it becomes fertilizer for other plants to grow. And really, that actually takes me to something I've been wanting to talk about. The thing that humans do really, really well is regenerate and regrow. We are the biggest species on the planet, I think. Maybe some of the little bugs, but they don't take up as much space as us. But we are, what I know about physics, you could fit on top of a pinhead. But I do know about entropy, and entropy is where things decay. It is the natural nature of everything to go from a state of order to a state of disorder. And the easiest way to think of that is pool balls on a table. They go from order till you hit them to a state of disorder. That's entropy. A tree grows in the forest. That is order. When it dies, it becomes disordered. But what happens is all that disorder falls into the ground, fertilizer, and grows as another tree and becomes order again. That is the cycle of life on planet Earth, and that is the cycle of humans. We are self self-organizing systems. And I'm sure if anyone knows physics, they're probably going to go, that's not what a self-organizing system is. But we are a self-organizing system. The minute there is disruption and chaos, we will gather it all back and we will start to make order again for ourselves. We're going to do that with the planet. We're going to do that with world economics. We're going to do that with our infrastructure and our businesses. It's going to come back, but we're going to have to work through the process that goes from where we are to where we want to be, where it's come back. And that's the thing, it's a process. We must always remember everything in life is a process. It takes time. We really want to be there at the end goal where things are good again, but that's not how it is. So leadership is remembering it's a process and being able to help other people understand it's a process. And that doesn't mean that the process is unpleasant. It can be, but there's always ability to find pockets of happiness and pockets of calm. It's always there's always the ability to be able to find something to smile at. And even when you can't step outside because of the damn virus, you can go to the window and enjoy the sky. You can see a tree, you can see a bird, you can see well, I'm really blessed, I can see the river. So there is always something to enjoy along the path of process to getting back to order. Does that make sense to you? Does anyone got any questions so far? Any comments, questions, concerns? Put your hand up. Put your hand up. You can do a little thumbs up for a hand up. I'm happy to, I'll put my glasses on so I can see if anyone has a question. You don't try, Joe. You do. You do, you do, you do. You absolutely do. Yoda says there is try or try, do or do not. There is no try. You do, my love. So yeah, we're self-organizing systems. So we will regroup. We will recover. We will go back to normal of some kind. There will be normality back in our life. And the normality is just going to be the new us, the new system. And you've just got to remember it's a process. So I won't talk for too much longer today, but it's Friday afternoon, and what I'd really like to know is, what are you planning to do for your first Friday when all the restaurants and things are closed, and we normally may go to a movie, a restaurant, a bar, or go visit friends? What are your plans for Friday and the weekend? It's raining, so that's curtailed a few things for me. I do still want to go out for my walk. I love South Bank. I can't imagine what it's going to be like. Desolate maybe, but I think there's still going to be people there. There won't be any markets. It'll be strange to be there with no markets, no restaurants, and the plough-in closed. But the gardens are still there. The river's still there. There's still a beautiful walk along the river. So as long as I keep the physical 1.5, I think I'm okay to go for my walk over there. So that's what I'm going to do tonight after I finish here. Yes, it will be normal again. Frankie, hello. Very good to see you. Hi, Lucia. Yes, it will be normal again. Absolutely, Joe. We will find our new normal. Do tell me what you guys are going to do on the weekend. Tomorrow I go visit my mum, and then in the afternoon, spring cleaning. Has anyone else had a bit of a spring cleaning bug going on? I've been doing it. I don't think I'm doing it right though, because I end up with more mess than when I started. But I think that's okay. I've got quite a bit of reorganizing. My apartment's not very huge, so it's quite fun to really reorganize things. But that's really what I'm going to do. I'm going to take advantage of the time to stay at home it's like when it rains, you know, it's permission to stay home. I'm really a go outside. If the sun's shining, I've got to be outside. So permission to stay in is good. It's a bit of an introvert to dream. I can stay home and nobody's going to make me feel guilty about that. Anybody? Sounds good, Joe? You're going to go for a walk somewhere? Glass of red, nice one. You're not allowed to go out at all up there? We're still going out down here. I still see people riding their bikes and going for a walk. So I think I'm going to wind it up there and let everyone go on with their weekend. Frankie, say hi to Albie for me, please. Big kiss to all of you, Joe, Frankie, Albie, Dilsa, Maricris. Just remember, leadership is really an easy thing to do. It's just simply connecting with somebody, listening to them, hearing them, being empathetic, not telling them what to do, but showing them what is an option for them. And leading by example where you can. And leading by example can be just showing how scared you are as well. That often helps people. But showing them how scared you are and then showing them how you're moving forward. Remember, it's to remain forward focused. We must stay forward focused. This is the time to be investing in yourself and investing in your future by looking after yourself, by digging deep into yourself and finding your resources. We've all got them. We've got loads of them. We've all been through tough times, and we'll all get through tougher times to come. We are humans. We are very capable of making it through and beyond hardships. You've just got to work out how to soothe your inner self and reduce the collateral damage to your physical self. No drinking, no smoking, little red maybe, Joe. But you know, limit all those things because you can just do it yourself naturally. So on that note, I'm going to say good night. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy whatever it is you're going to do, and I will see you next week on Monday. Remember, I'm committed. I'm broadcasting Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays for the foreseeable future, and I will share with you something new each week, each broadcast. So we'll probably run in a theme on the days, but I'll see you on Monday. Have a really happy weekend. Actually, I'd really love it if you looked for all the fun things that you can do this weekend, and then if you hop on Monday onto the live, I'll be doing one at 1 o'clock on Monday and then again at 4:30. If you can hop on and tell me what were the fun things that you did, or hop on my Facebook feed and leave me a post that says what you did so that other people can see, and then they might be able to do the same thing. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Love you all, and I will see you soon. Have a fun weekend. Bye for now.